guys, welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today's song is another Rush. The song name is The Spirit of Radio. This is a request from Stevie, one of our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. So we want to thank you for your support and for your request. We did 2 more Rush videos, actually 2 or 3. So it's come to a point that we can make a playlist of it, so we can link either the playlist or the song here for you guys. But I really love their style a lot, and I think you would agree with me that you really enjoy it. They're so creative in their instrumentation, but also the lyrics and just like the soundscapes that they create. So I am pretty excited about this song, actually, to see what they bring this time to the table. Wow, what a beginning. It was like, I mean, it also matches the concept that he's saying, because it felt like a little compact radio station music thing that is like you hear so many different genres with different like time signature and stuff music at the same time. I was really like, which one of the time signature and the speed and the style would this song be? But after really this roller coaster in the beginning, it's like was more on the repetitive, like really steady part side, so that you could really listen to what he says, because he says some he's talking about a very interesting topic. Yeah, I agree. I really like the lyrics so far. I'm still trying to figure out what the theme is, but it's just so interesting that the talking about like how I guess radio is um, like where you listen to all these artists. That's what I got, which makes sense because the song is from the 80s. I think literally 1980. So like I guess that radio was the place to listen to music, because obviously there was not any other place. So it's so interesting that that inspired them. I don't know where they're gonna go with it, but the thing that really amazes me every time, aside from the lyrics that we're probably gonna figure out at the end, if there's just like a celebration of radio, I guess, but the instrumentation is just, every time I listen to it, I think they definitely have their signature. I think if I listen to another Rush, probably if I don't know it's them, I can guess. First of all, his voice is very unique. He has a very unique texture, and it's really high. So it's just like kind of like stuck in this area, I think, his voice, but it kind of works with all these. I don't know, like, because the instrumentation is
kind of a lot going on with the bass, with the guitar, and like the drum, and each of them have their own like independent line. You can actually really single them out and listen to, like, for example, the bass being so melodic and then drums doing its own thing, guitar the same. So I think the voice being kind of like more high and very clear, it really works well with the like the entire ensemble. I want to talk also about more of the about the ensemble, but I would say let's listen. I'm curious to see what happens at the end with the lyrics, and we'll figure out more. Making modern music can still be open-hearted, not so fully charted. It's really just a question of your honesty. Yeah, your honesty. One likes to believe in the freedom of music, but glittering prices and endless compromises shatter the illusion of integrity. Yeah. Invisible airwaves crackle with life, bright and tender, bristle with the energy. Emotional feedback on a timeless wavelength, bearing a gift beyond price, almost free. Of the prophets were written on the studio wall. Concert hall. And echoes with the sound of salesmen. Of salesmen. Of salesmen. Oh my god.
Wow.
The ending is so big. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
I was thinking, I don't know, you also got this feeling, but even the whole music was, it had this feeling of, I don't know, the intro of a radio show or like a news show. It was also like really, I could imagine it to be the intro of the radio, and then the radio show would start. The whole song was like that, and especially also somewhere in the middle it was like this like this, I don't know, this intervals, and the whole vibe was really like reminding me of the, like when you're waiting for a radio show to start, or the news to start. So I think that was also on purpose, but the ending was also crazy because they literally gave you this illusion that you're listening to radio, and that's the because that's I think I mean I didn't listen to radio that much, but when you listen to a like a playlist or like a radio show, I think that's the way that they change the music and they go into the next music, and it's like suddenly a completely different music, and you don't have your brain doesn't even have the time to just breathe a second and just realize what I've listened. You just go to the next song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ending was like something else, honestly. Like the way that, first of all, the motif that they started and they kind of had it throughout the song and they repeated at the end, it really reminded me of the motif that they used in their like other famous song, Tom Sawyer. I don't know if you remember that or not, but actually that song is played on the radio that I listen to the station a lot. That's the song that they play from Rush. So that's why it's just like it just stuck in my head. So yeah, it really reminded me of that song in the beginning, but also at the end. But then it kind of like went to a different genre as like it was like reggae, and then it was mix of that with that rock sound that they had. So I I don't know, like there's like some interpretations that I have. I'm not sure if they fit, but because at the end he went like he went away a little from like celebrating that radio, or he was talking about the profit being the main reason, or the main like drive behind all this music and not the artistic integrity. So that's, I think I kind of like, I'm subconsciously I was waiting for some like social commentary that they are gonna make, because the other two songs I will listen to were also about that. It was not just about, oh okay, like I love you, or like just typical romance songs, or things that we usually listen to. So I was kind of waiting for that, like what are they're gonna talk about, and they did. So I think, and I don't know, I know they talked about the music called Freedom, and but they've also talked about the radio. So that transition to like that reggae can be interpreted at so many other ways. But I really love that. One other thing that I really love about this band, but specifically in this song, is that the guitar and bass were two separate lines. I know we usually talk about that in some songs, that bass is really independent, but in this song was they had a really beautiful counterpoint together. That and the melody and then the drums as well. But like mostly I'm talking about the bass and the guitar separately, because it really felt like the bass is not just accompanying. Nothing is accompaniment to the other instrument or the vocal. It really feels like there is like four lead people. Like there is like bass, guitar, drums, and the singer. I don't know if they use any other instruments as well or not, but that really shows that that those are the things that I heard. But really, it's like nothing is dominant in the entire song. Like everything is like they have its own moments, or they have their independent lines, and I really like that, because it really reminded me of like chamber music or the ensembles that like you have in classical music. Not necessarily like, for example, the violin or the flute is always on top. You might have like main roles here and there, but the interaction is always there. And then there's like sometimes like the cello gets the part, sometimes the piano, if you're talking about like a trio, for example. So it kind of like the ensemble, the tightness of the ensemble and the interaction really reminded me of that.
Well, for me, the lyrics, it's funny that it was more like positive for you and more like a celebration of, oh, there is a radio. For me, it was more critic. I mean, the critical part was like heavier for me, and also the negative things that they were saying about this thing that is starting with the music was more loud for me, because yeah, in the beginning they talked about how great is that now there is a platform that we can just listen to the music, and how much nicer it would make our day to just like listen to the radio and the music on the way to, I don't know, work or something. But then it starts to see also the negative or dark sides of it, and I think it's in every platform, and you can say it. For example, also it's about the movies also, like that, because it's really nice to have a platform that it has so many movies and you can just watch all of them. But the negative side of it, which really I'm also struggling every day about it, and I thinking, and it makes me also angry, is that then this platform would decide for me or for the whole people what should be seen or what should be heard and what not. And there could be really such like a big advertising thing, so that the companies or the people who give you more money, or like you have more connections or something, they could use this kind of opportunity to be more seen and to be more heard. And this misusage of this of, you know, they have like, with these platforms there will be like more chance to get misused. I've heard from so many, especially new bands, that they, if they want to go to a playlist on Spotify, which really could bring you the audience, you have to have the connections, or a big company should be behind you, so that they say, they see that, okay, there is a big name behind you, so that they put you in something. So these are really the negative sides. They get to choose the trends and the things that could shape really the culture, because when because music, movie, and the whole like these artistic stuffs can really shape the culture and the mindset of so many people. So that's one part. And also I think that also the whole industry, I mean, every industry in every kind of field kills the soul of the at least the art, or the goal behind it. Because as an artist or as a musician, the even if you're really an authentic person who really do want to make deep music and don't care about how many audience you have, and you just care to have the audience that really understands you, but because of especially the financial problems, you will at some point have to change a little and do stuffs to get more audience. And some people like do a mixture, but some people, like, you see that they purposely just they can do so many great stuff, like they can sing in so many like alternative beautiful genres, and they have their own style, but they do just this popular style to just get the maximum audience, to get more money. And that's really sad, because it damages the natural way of art, and it prevents to have like really beautiful things that could happen to art and to the music, if such a thing wasn't there. And that's the reason why nowadays you see everybody looks like each other, things like each other. And it's so, I think in the whole history, now is the easiest time that you can make a trend, because everybody would repeat that, like a copy paste like that. And it's really paradoxical, because nowadays is the most times that you have a freedom as a human to be whatever you want, and you can have the whatever character you want, whatever mindset you want, and there is almost, at least in some countries, there is nothing to stop you from doing that. And individuality is really such a big thing. But even though there is the hallucination with so many people that, oh, I'm so different and I'm so alternative, and the individuality and stuff, but I think this is one of the most times that you don't have that individuality, and you all like, you look the same. I think I can talk about this topic until morning. I have a lot more things to say, but I think that would be really long if I really want to go at it. So I think we can better stop
We should
here.
wrap this video. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, I think so. But I think that's one of the main like points of progressive rock, because they kind of like shifted from that very mainstream topics in their lyrics. So I'm happy that you talked a little more in details about it. But anyway, we're going to wrap this video here in the name of not making it too long. But we want to thank you, Stevio, for suggesting this beautiful song. We want to thank you guys for watching us. We hope you enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to support us more, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.